You have to admit that I went to the doctor the other day and the blood pressure was good. Went to the doctor the other day, my heart rate is all right. But I'm here right now and my body ain't feeling right because I'm in pain. But the reason I am in pain is because there is something going on in my environment that is creating problems for me in my body that has nothing to do with the physical, but it's either emotional or spiritual. Can I take my time just for a moment? Because what we must understand that even though pain was intended to be a protective mechanism and our internal warning system, when you survey the world and you look at your reality, you might admit that something has gone haywire and pain is out of control. Maybe we should describe the problem of pain as being the human body's protective network and suffering to signify human misery. Because understand, after all, a leper feels no pain but endures much suffering. Let me hook it up for y'all because y'all looking at me like I'm crazy. Here is the rub. When you are dealing with suffering, pain, frustration, and trouble, it is always something you and I try to avoid. Though some people will stay free from physical pain, everybody has to deal with some form of suffering that seems not to go away. It can be a personality flaw. It can be a relationship that has gone sour. It can be an unhealed childhood memory. It can be some molestation. It can be a divorce. It can be bankruptcy. It can be the stint in prison. It can be marital issues, or it can be a child that has lost his or her mind. Something causes you pain. It can be the pollution of the sky, the desecration of the environment, social injustices facing the community, the heartbreak of a love gone bad, or some negative mood that got you down in the dumps. But the reason you and I have to face the drama and trauma, the maladies and miseries, the isolations and insults of this current reality, it is not because you're so cute and so pretty. It is because you are a sinner. And because of sin, you and I have been separated from God and from one another. Therefore, you and I have to do a recount and remember all the stuff that has caused God not to have blessed you, keep you, love you, or lead you because of the things you have done, the sins you have committed, the idols you have worshipped, and the crazy people who have tried to bring you down. Let's be honest and have church for a moment. We have to admit God should not have been as good as he has been to us. Let me say this again, because y'all gonna make a brother work. You got to understand, the Lord should not have blessed you as much as he has, because even at your best moment, you never really measured up to the standard and holiness of God. So God should really leave us hanging, caught up in our own sinful devices and crazy drama. But we have to attest to the fact that God has stepped in and rescued us from the craziness of life. That when you and I should have gone under, God did not let us go under, and he blessed us even though we did not deserve it. Can I talk just for a moment? Because we need to understand that the Bible reminds us that all of our righteousness are like filthy rags in his sight. There is nobody in here that God has to bless. Oh, I know I'm talking to some folks that think that we should be delighted because you showed up here on Sunday morning, and think we should be happy because you graced us with your presence, and think that the Lord should bow down to you because you came to the house. But honey child and brother man, let me straighten you out quick, fast, in a hurry. The Lord has done more for you than you ever deserve. And when you understand that the stuff you have, you should not have, because you are a sinner and he blesses you anyhow, you ought to give him praise, because guess what? It's a whole lot of stuff he could have done to you where you wouldn't be here here right now. God, I feel a preaching coming on right now. You got to understand there are some things that the Lord allows to happen in your reality. And in order for the things that have happened and have gone wrong in your reality, that when the enemy shows up in your reality and you are being onslaught by the devil, you got to understand that the enemy has to get permission from God to do anything he does to you. I'm preaching better than I'm saying amen, but I'm about to come and get 50 of y'all that you're going to shout. Because here we are talking about, well, if the Lord allows for the enemy to come after me and the enemy has to get permission from the Lord in order to do what he's going to do to me, why does the Lord let that happen? But put a pin right there just for a moment. You ought to shout about the time when the enemy tried to come after you and the Lord said no. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 of y'all got that. Rest of y'all sit like a bump on the law. Because guess what? Every day the enemy wants to do something to you. But the Lord said, no, you're not going to mess with them right now because they ain't ready for what you want to take them through. But as soon as they get ready, I'll release you because I got more faith in them than I have in the power that you're going to try to do to take them out. That's why he told Simon Peter, Simon, Simon, the devil wants to sift you like wheat, but I have prayed for you that when you are converted, strengthen your